which was proposed by Jawaharlal Nehru also, which had inspired the shaping of our constitution in subsequent stages also. So now, in this august house, all of us are well experienced and known the journey, the odyssey of our constitution. From colonial past to independent India, we have observed the transition of the destiny of this great country named after India. It is astonishing to note that those 389 members intensively discussed among them for 2 years, 11 months, and 19 days, and produced the largest constitution of the world, led by Baba Saheb Ambedkar, the father of Indian Constitution. We have been gifted with 395 articles. Also, 22 parts and 8 schedules. So naturally, the house, which is called Central Hall, it is an historic hall. It is not. It will not be known by simply its architectural splendor, but its illustrious legacy. Now I come to the point that our ability to attain developed nation status by 2047 hinges on the active involvement of our citizens and the unwavering dedication of their representatives. The groundwork laid in the formative years of our nationhood and also the subsequent years has empowered us significantly. However, we are confronted with intricate changes that require immediate attention and resolution as we progress towards this objective. I don't have any idea of what is called and how a country to be recognized as developed country by any designation. I do not have any idea of any global consensus is existed or not, because when we see other developed countries, among the various key determinants, one determinant is always followed, that is Human Development Index. And insofar as Human Development Index, India has been lagging behind and we are ranked 131 out of 189 countries. At present, disconcerting reports reveal that the top 10% of India's population controls a staggering 77% of nation's total wealth. In 2017, a staggering 73% of wealth generated has reportedly gravitated towards the wealthiest 1%, while staggering 670 million Indians constituting the poorest half of the population saw their wealth increase by a mere 1%. This stark disparity presents a crucial challenge in ensuring that millions of people living below the poverty line have access to fundamental necessities like food, shelter, and healthcare, a prerequisite for advancing towards developed nation status. While India boasts of a sizable youth population, high unemployment rates pose a significant hurdle to leveraging this demographic advantage. Addressing this challenge is paramount, necessitating a concerted focus on job creation and the encouragement of entrepreneurship. It is essential to enable India's youthful population to contribute substantially to the country's economic growth and development. Despite India being the world's 5th largest economy, our per capita GDP falls far behind that of developed nations. Tackling this economic growth challenge requires pro-growth government policies, maintaining low inflation, reducing interest rates, alleviating unemployment, fostering a skilled workforce, bolstering purchasing power, stimulating demand, and enhancing the healthcare and education sector. India must prioritize the development of a globally competitive, labor-intensive manufacturing sector capable of generating significant employment opportunities. In sum, addressing the pressing issue of high Youth unemployment is a pivotal step for India's march toward developed nation status by 2047. I am impatient. I do not want to vote till 2047. Why not before 2047? To realize the vision of becoming developed nation, India must pursue a growth trajectory that is both comprehensive and sustainable. Economic growth must be all-inclusive, benefiting every citizen. An overarching focus on human development, encompassing access to healthcare, education and essential services must be implemented holistically. The challenge of transforming India into a developed nation by 2047 are substantial, encompassing poverty, infrastructure deficit, and environmental sustainability. By implementing a holistic strategy that encompasses infrastructure development, attraction of investment, enhancement of education, promotion of innovation, social welfare, environmental conservation, paying emphasis on manufacturing and integration of technology, India can pave the way for its emergence as a developed nation. It is only with unwavering determination, collective commitment that the country can realize this visionary goal and unlock its potential on the global stage. I will conclude by saying that धरती सिखाते हमने सबको बोझ उठाना, गगन सिखाते हमने ऊपर उठते जाना, सूरज की लाली से सीखा जग आलोकित करना, चंदा की किरणों से सीखा सबको पीड़ा हरना, पर्वत ने सिखाए हमने धीर और संकल्प बनाना, नदी सिखाए हमने आगे बढ़ते जाना, सागर की लहरों ने सीखा दुख सुख सहे जाना, और तूफान ये सिखलाते हैं आफत में ना घबराना और आफत से टकराना. हम चाहते हैं कि ये सेपरेशन ऑफ पावर should be maintained in a judicious manner, and also in presence of all the guiding light of our country. I must suggest that India is not a homogeneous society, rather it is a heterogeneous society. But now the need of the hour is to maintain the harmonious society. With this word, I am concluding my speech. Thank you. Jai Hind.
धन्यवाद सर. अब मेरा सादर आग्रह है राज्यसभा में सदन के नेता श्री पीयूष गोयल जी से कि वे अपना वक्तव्य प्रस्तुत करें.
राज्यसभा के सभापति आदरणीय जगदीप धनखड़ जी, श्रद्धेय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी, लोकसभा अध्यक्ष आदरणीय ओम बिरला जी, उपसभापति श्री हरिवंश जी, श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी, श्री आदिर रंजन चौधरी जी, श्री प्रहलाद जोशी जी, माननीय सांसदगण, नमस्कार. गणेश चतुर्थी के पावन अवसर पर आप सभी को हार्दिक शुभकामनाएं. विघ्नहर्ता गणपति बाप्पा सभी को सुख एवं शांति प्रदान करें और देश की प्रगति के लिए हमारे प्रयासों को हमारे संविधान के निर्माता भारत रत्न डॉक्टर बाबा साहेब अम्बेडकर जी तथा संविधान सभा के माननीय सदस्यों की स्मृति को मेरा कृतज्ञ वंदन. विगत 75 वर्षों में देश की सेवा करने वाले सभी सम्माननीय सांसदों को भी मेरा सादर नमन. कल हम सभी ने इस भवन में सार्थक चर्चा की और अपनी यादों और अनुभवों को सबके साथ साझा किया. आज नए संसद भवन में प्रवेश करना एक ऐतिहासिक पल है जो हम सभी के लिए यादगार रहेगा. इस शुभ अवसर पर मैं आप सभी को बहुत बहुत बधाई देना चाहता हूं. नया संसद भवन हमारी सांस्कृतिक विरासत और आधुनिकता का जीवंत उदाहरण है. नए संसद भवन में स्थापित प्राचीन सेंगोल से प्रेरणा लेकर हम सभी कर्तव्य भावना से देश सेवा के तत्पर रहेंगे. आदरणीय प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के दूरदर्शी नेतृत्व में भारत एक वैश्विक शक्ति बन रहा है। नया संसद भवन अपने विशाल और सुंदर स्वरूप में एक नए विश्वास से भरे आत्मनिर्भर भारत का पहचान बनेगा। पार्लियामेंट हमेशा से एकता का प्रतीक रहा है। यह हमारे संविधान के मूल्यों की सुरक्षा करता है, जो विभिन्न भाषाओं, संस्कृतियों और परंपराओं के बावजूद हमें एक राष्ट्र के रूप में बांधने का काम करता है। यहाँ अनुभव का ज्ञान और युवाओं की ऊर्जा मिलकर 140 करोड़ देशवासियों के उज्जवल भविष्य को आकार देने का काम करते रहेगी। और मैं समझता हूं आज का दिन एक सकारात्मक सोच के साथ आगे बढ़ने का है। कई सारे विषय रहे, आजादी के बाद कई सारे चुनौतियां रही। शायद कई सारी चुनौतियां समय पे अगर समाधान कर दिया होता तो और जल्दी 2047 के पहले भी देश विकसित बन जाता। पर हमारे पास जो वर्ष मिले, जो काम करने का, देश ने सेवा करने का मौका दिया, उसमें जो अभूतपूर्व प्रगति देश ने देखी है, मैं समझता हूं इसको आगे लेकर इस देश को नई ऊंचाइयों तक माननीय प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी के नेतृत्व में हम सब मिलकर काम करेंगे। लक्ष्य बड़ा है, राह कठिन है, पर मुझे पूरा विश्वास है संसद में जो जनप्रतिनिधि बैठेंगे वे अपने दायित्वों का पूर्ण निष्ठा से निर्वहन करेंगे और अमृत काल में एक समृद्ध, सशक्त और विकसित भारत के सृजन का आधार बनेंगे। बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। भारत माता की जय।
सादर धन्यवाद सर। अब मेरा सादर अनुरोध राज्यसभा में नेता प्रतिपक्ष श्री मल्लिकार्जुन खड़गे जी से कि वे अपना संबोधन प्रस्तुत करें।
Honorable Vice President of India, Honorable Prime Minister, Honorable Speaker Lok Sabha, Honorable Leader of the Rajya Sabha, Honorable Shri Adiranjan Chaudhary ji, Honorable Minister of Parliamentary Affairs, Honorable Members of Parliament, and all the respected leaders. We have all gathered here today to commemorate the rich legacy of the Parliament of India in this historic Central Hall. When we talk about Indian parliamentary heritage, the hallowed precinct of this Parliament House and the Central Hall, where we have gathered today, hold a very special significance. The Constitution of India is the bedrock of Indian democratic polity. It is in this very Central Hall that the Constituent Assembly held its sittings from 1946 to 1949, spanning a period of 2 years, 11 months, and 17 days. Today, we humbly recall the phenomenal contributions made by Dr. Rajendra Prasad, the first President of India, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru ji, the first Prime Minister, and architect of modern India, Sardar Vallabhbhai Patel, the first Home Minister of India, and Dr. B.R. Ambedkar, architect of Indian Constitution. It is also an occasion to recall with gratitude the contributions of Sri G.V. Malvankar, Dr. Sarvapalli Radhakrishnan, and also acknowledge the collective contribution by members of the Constituent Assembly, Provisional Parliament, and first and all subsequent Lok Sabha. This central hall was witness to Pandit Nehru's Tryst with Destiny speech on the eve of India's independence. And yesterday, the Prime Minister also mentioned this in his speech. I'm thankful to you because you remembered this historic speech on this yesterday's occasion. Sir, the India's independence during his speech, the Pandit Nehruji inter alia stated, which I quote, long years ago, we have made a tryst with destiny, and now the time comes when we shall redeem our pledge, not wholly or in full measures, but very substantially. At the stroke of the midnight hour, when the world sleeps, India will awake to life and freedom. A moment comes, which comes but rarely in history, when we step out from the old to new, when an age ends, and when the soul of the nation, long suppressed, finds utterances. As the clock struck 12, all the members of the Constituent Assembly took the following pledge. At this solemn moment, when the people of India, through suffering and sacrifices, have secured freedom, I, a member of the Constituent Assembly, do dedicate myself in all humility to the service of India and our people, to the end that this ancient land attain her rightful and honored place in the world, and make her full and willing contribution to the promotion of the world peace and the welfare of the mankind. These words spoken on the day of this historic speech of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehruji. I wish to emphasize at this juncture that this is all due to the collective and dedicated effort by parliamentarians cutting across the party lines over the past 7.5 decades. This rich legacy has formed a strong foundation for India's growth as a powerful democratic nation. Every nook and corner of the Parliament House has witnessed the evolution of our parliamentary democracy over the past 75 years. As we bid adieu to the Parliament House and move to the new Parliament building today, I am overwhelmed with emotions and tinge of pathos. We would, of course, be continuing our parliamentary duties in the new Parliament building, but will miss the Parliament House. The success of the institution lies in the upholding constitutional values and ideals. The idea that institutions are sacrosanct and essential for the success is a fundamental principle